it's quite a lot to take in on the 1MDB thing, but I'll try and explain it as simple as possible.
Sorry, could you explain a little bit more on this Joe's involvement in 1MDB? How is he involved in 1MDB?
Well, you know, all the reporting about this mysterious character, you know, we know his background. He went to Wharton and stuff like that, and he's very close to some sheikh in Abu Dhabi, I think, or Kuwait. One of these, you have to double check on that. You know, he was hanging around a lot in 2009 with the Prime Minister and his wife in all the events to do with the time Terengganu Investment Authority, yeah? TIA, which later became sometime in May 2009 it became One Malaysia Development Berhad. So there were a lot of reports out there that seems to imply, I have no legal basis to narrow this down, but there were a lot of reports to imply that he was a person who arranged for the bond issuance. Yeah? And then subsequently, you know, his lifestyle skyrocketed. The New York Daily covered him extensively, partying every night, spending, you know, millions of dollars. Apparently, at one night he spent on Christoph champagne something like $3 million US. All this you can read at the Daily Mail, the New York Post.
So, Wong Chen, you're saying you're accusing Lau Teck-Joh of having a hand in the latest bond issue, or you're saying that since 2009 you want to see what has his role?
Well, we don't know. There's complete secrecy in the latest bond issue. Yeah, so I'm not going to say Lau Teck-Joh is involved. I don't think so. I'm not also accusing Lau Teck-Joh of anything. I'm saying in 2009, when there was a Terengganu Investment Authority there, he was always at those functions. And on the cyberspace, a lot of people talked about this wonder kid Lau Teck-Joh. You know? And what we know is Lau Teck-Joh subsequently went to spend a lot of money. Yeah? That's available in the public space. He's been partying in Paris Hilton, all sort of things, ridiculous engagement proposals to girlfriends and stuff like that. And recently, because I'm not taking a pot shot at him, but I'm just saying that since he resurfaced again to support the Hanjam charity thing, I think we should try and see what's the real story. If we come to power, we will look at this person's involvement in the 2009 events, you know, surrounding the listing of the issues of the bond.
Sorry, I just want to check the thing. Let me just get this right. That normally the person who arrange a financial institution that arranges for this kind of bond issuance, and I think normally you charge not more than 5% or nominal fee in terms of national security, national services.
It's not even 5%. It's like nothing, 0 point something percent. Okay. Yeah, because look, the bond issuance is very simple. You get a rating agency to rate the bond, right? The guy who arranges it basically just brokers the deal. He then, if you do it openly through the public, yeah, anybody can buy it, right? Now, Goldman Sachs, they do it through a private placement. They find a couple of guys to buy it. It could be one guy, it could be 3 guys, it could be 4 guys, a private placement. Yeah? How much do you pay someone to arrange for 4 or 5 guys to buy this 3 billion bond? You know what is a fair rate? What we learned is, I think that according to IFR Asia, this International Financial Review paper, says that there's about 1.5% rate. It was being paid a 1.5% rate, yeah, to arrange a private placement. So you have to go and talk to 4 fellas, or 5, or even 1, we don't know. Yeah, it's probably shrouded in the Cayman Island bank account, we don't know, but we will investigate this, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you know, for arranging this, does he deserve to be paid 220 million? I don't think so. And the market talks about super lucrative deals, and this is one of them. You know, they even talk about people who are, just say we are bought in Deutsche Bank or some foreign bank to do it. The analysts have been telling us, or the insiders who deals with bond have been telling us, it shouldn't be more than 6 figures, which means, you know, 300,000, 400,000 US dollar. I mean, that's that kind of reasonable sum.
Will this raise national debt level? I mean,
this bond, yes, of course, it will raise national debt level, but indirectly, in the terms of the government having what we call contingency liability. Huh?
What is the purpose of the funding for?
Oh, this is another really interesting thing. I missed out on this point. they don't really know what they're going to do with this 3 billion bond, 3 billion money that they raised. Yeah?
The prospectus is always listed, is it not? How come this is not stated?
No, not necessarily. This is not a prospectus listing thing. They can raise any bond they want, but usually they will have an idea. I want to buy 10 buildings, therefore I need 3 billion, so I'll raise a 3 billion bond. When asked by the Star, yeah, on the article on the 16th of April, when I'm doing the research, I read through this. 16th of April, Star reported and asked what MDB, what are you going to do with this money? You know what they said? We're looking at options. We are going to look at maybe investing in TRX, yeah, Tun Razak Exchange, the financial center. They talked a bit about maybe investing in some power play, yeah. And we all know what the 1 MDB power play was. They're going to buy Tanjung and they're going to buy Genting, very old dinosaur power plants at inflated prices, you know. So this is not a sovereign wealth fund that inspires confidence in the market, I think. And the fact that a sovereign wealth fund should raise so much money, $3 billion is 9 billion ringgit, that's a lot of money. Yeah? And they raise so much money and they do it through a private placement. I mean, there must be some level of transparency, ladies and gentlemen. It cannot be just, you know, due to the whims and fancy of the board in 1MDB or the Prime Minister as Finance Minister himself.
Sorry, just want to check. The 6.71% coupon rate was charged by Goldman Sachs, right?
No. 6.71. The coupon rate is basically the interest rate. Let's say, yeah? A bond is a document that says I borrow 1 million from you, okay, and I will pay you an interest rate of 6.7%. So basically, I'm paying them 6,700 a year. Yeah, is it 60,700 a year? Yeah, and that I will pay you for 20 years until you recover back your money and you earn all this interest. Now, the government backed this bond. So if 1MDB cannot pay, the government will pay, right? So the whole system is based on ratings by the government. The government rating, like Malaysia, is AA minus, around that. Yeah, AA minus. Therefore, it's a solid payer. It will pay because we got Petronas. Yeah, the government is not going to default on payment. So when you got high protection from the government, the interest rates should come down. Yeah, if you are say Papua New Guinea and you're issuing, you know, a bond and people say no, Papua New Guinea is no income, that rate will be about 10%. Yeah, it becomes a junk bond status, you know, that kind of thing. So in Malaysia case, and Malaysia government issue bonds themselves, and you can see down there the government's interest rate or coupon rate, we call it, is about 3 to 4, 4.5 maximum. So why was this one from 1MDB backed by the government 6.7? There is a 2 basis point margin between Kagamas, Khazanah, and and government securities through this 1MDB. So someone is making 2%. Essentially, what we're seeing is, in a private placement situation, I take this money, I give to Mr. A under private placement. Mr. A is selling in the market at a different rate. He's going to make 2%. And 2% of 9 billion, 2% of 9 billion for 30 years, you do the maths now. This guy's going to rake in billions of dollars. Yeah? Now what we need to do as the future government is we go in there, we have to be careful not to spook the bond market, because then you might crash the whole bond market. So we will have to honor these bonds. It's just that we have to trace who are these recipients of the bond under private placement, and if possible, we will go after them with maximum force and make them accountable for it. Yeah. So there'll be no saying, we won't honor this kind of thing. We can't, because as a government you have to be responsible. Okay. Further questions? Town hall? Anyone on town hall? Give me a plug on the
Catch you at the town hall.
You catch me. Anyone from Kelana Jaya here? You are. Okay.
When is your town hall, by the way?
My town hall, if you look at the one with my nice picture at Hannah, if you don't want to come and listen to me, come and see Hannah lah. It's quite pretty. So I'm having our Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, next Monday, next Tuesday, and those are the areas that It's a very simple format. You know how the American presidential campaign is done, right? They go to a town, they call the community to come to the town hall, he sits there and talks for about a few minutes, and then they open questions for people. And that's how I intend to run this campaign. Yeah? By being open and subject to questions from the constituency. Because if I can't answer them any questions, why should you send me to Parliament? Right? It's as simple as that. So I hope that this is in particular to the because the demographics in Subang Jaya is quite special, yeah? Upper middle class, educated, and all that. So I think this is how I will fight this campaign to introduce myself.
Sri Satya, you don't have anything there really next year.
Sri Satya will do a bit of ceramah and will do a bit of question and answer as well, but not on the town hall format. Usually, what I do in Sri Satya at the moment is recently I gave a speech for about half an hour. Then I allocated about 15 minutes for 3 questions from the people. And surprisingly, the Sri Satya people asked really tough questions. I was pleasantly surprised by the experience. But I think the election strategy for me is really to engage the town hall experience really more in the Subang Jaya side. Yeah?
Sorry, Wabi tanya soalan.
Bukan Wabi lagi.
Okay. Sorry, nak tanya luar daripada cerita tadi
Okay.
Berkenaan dengan apa yang kita nampak pas persoal integriti PKR dan calon-calon dia. Antaranya bila perkara keadaan hadis serang PKR secara terbuka lah, pasal calon PKR agak gila, komplot menangkan UMNO kat Johor, letak calon parti beri kursi PSN tu sama dengan beri kursi ke PSN. Jadi apa sebenarnya stand PKR dalam
Okay. Terima kasih, soalan tu memang baik, tapi saya tak boleh jawab sebab saya bukan ahli politik, biro politik. Ini biro perdagangan, ya. Saya cuma nak kata tu senang. Kalau ada apa-apa misunderstanding, we can solve it very quickly. It's not an issue. But in comparison to Barisan Nasional, my God, you have a bigger problem there, much bigger, 3 times more, I think. Yeah, you're disputing over, 70 seats now. You got, ketua wanita number 2 resigning. I mean, come on, guys, you're going to cover that one now. I think ours is just minor seats, not even important ones. Okay, but don't comment. I have no comment. I'm not in a position to tell you things on politics. Okay?
Tapi kalau pas teruskan macam ni, macam mana? Adakah Pakatan Rakyat?
First, I have not read the statement from Hadi, and I have not read reports to that thing, so I cannot really comment on it. And also, you must understand, I'm running economics. You kena tangkap Saifuddin ke, all the senior leaders lah. Yeah? Okay, so please understand and don't write this, as if I'm telling you things that. If you ask my personal opinion off the record, that's what I gave you this thing. Okay? Thank you. Soalan lain? Okay? So I hope the 1MDB thing is clear. Yeah? Okay? So I'll see you on the road. Today?
Yes.
Yeah? Thank you.